From Minnesota is recognized for
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
Thank you, gentlemen, and I rise today in support of the rule and the underlying bill. This has been a long, drawn-out process. It's been a long time since last July when we first passed this bill out of the House. I want to, first of all, commend my ranking member and good friend and colleague, Mr. Goodlatte, for the tremendous work that he did on behalf of this bill and his caucus. And as was said earlier, this bill is a much better bill because of the involvement of Mr. Goodlatte and the great work that he did. So I very much thank him for sticking with us here to the end. We obviously would have preferred to have been here earlier, but this was a difficult bill to work out because of all the competing interests and the fact that we started off with $58 billion less in baseline than we had back in the 02 bill. We had, in order to make all the accommodations for the different folks that were interested in improvements in this bill, we had to find additional resources outside of the Agriculture Committee, which caused additional problems. And we had to deal with a much different bill in the Senate, where you had a lot of powerful committee chairmen that brought issues into the bill that were not in the House bill. But we've worked through all of that, and we have produced a product here that I think it isn't perfect, but satisfies in most cases the different interests in this bill. We maintain a safety net for farmers along the lines of what we've had in the past. I personally would like the safety net to be stronger than it is, but it's what can be accomplished at this point. We have $10 billion of new spending above the baseline in this bill, and that $10 billion is, I guess money's fungible, but the increase in this bill for nutrition is $10.3 billion. So you could say that we have improved the nutrition funding to the amount of the new money that's put in the bill. And this is money going into the food shelves, food banks that right now are empty, very much needed. There's a new fresh fruit and vegetable snack program for kids in low-income schools. And there's improvement in food stamps. So we have a good bill that has a lot of other components, and I urge my colleagues to support the rule and support the underlying bill.
Time has expired.